The world's most dangerous choke point just became a literal blast zone. Today, March 18, 2026, the U.S. military launched a series of high-stakes deep penetrator strikes on Iranian missile sites lining the Strait of Hormuz. We aren't just looking at tensions anymore. We are looking at an active attempt to break a maritime blockade that has pushed global oil prices past $100 a barrel. Is this the start of a full-scale energy war? Let's dive in. In the last few hours, U.S. Central Command confirmed that American forces used multiple 5,000-pound bunker-buster munitions against hardened Iranian missile positions. Why such heavy firepower? Because Iran has moved its anti-ship cruise missiles into fortified, hardened coastal sites. CENTCOM says these strikes were a direct response to the kinetic risk facing international shipping. For weeks, the IRGC has claimed complete control over the strait, and today's strikes are the clearest sign yet that the U.S. is moving from a defensive posture to an offensive one. The reality on the water is chaotic. Right now, over 150 tankers and LNG carriers are anchored, effectively stranded. If you look at the tracking data, it's a mess. Experts are calling it an electronic fog. Asterisk GPS spoofing. Vessels are appearing to jump hundreds of miles in seconds. AIS messaging. Some ships are broadcasting China crew in their destination fields, a desperate digital signal for neutrality to avoid being targeted. But neutrality isn't a guarantee. Just days ago, the Thai flag Mayuri Neri was struck by Iranian projectiles, forcing the crew to abandon ship. The message from Tehran is clear. If they can't export their oil, no one can. This isn't just a military conflict. It's an economic earthquake. Since the escalation began on February 28th, we've seen oil prices. Brent crude peaked at $126 per barrel earlier this month. It's currently hovering around $92 to $95. But today's strikes have traders on edge. Gasoline. In the U.S., the average price per gallon has spiked by nearly 60 cents in just 3 weeks. Global reserves. To prevent a total collapse, IEA nations just released 400 million barrels from emergency reserves. But even that is a band-aid if the strait remains effectively closed. The political landscape is just as fractured. President Trump has stated that the closure doesn't really affect the U.S. because of domestic production, a claim domestic energy experts are disputing. Meanwhile, a massive rift is forming in the West. Trump has criticized NATO allies for not backing the military campaign, calling the alliance a one-way street. On the other side, countries like India and China are reportedly receiving selective transit from Iran, further complicating the global response. So, where do we go from here? There are 3 big things to watch over the next 48 hours. Kharg Island. Sources suggest the U.S. is considering a ground operation on this critical Iranian oil hub. Naval mines. Reports of Iran planning naval mines could turn this into a months-long cleanup operation. The Iranian response. Tehran has yet to officially comment on today's deep penetrator strikes. Their retaliation could determine if this remains a tanker war or evolves into a regional conflagration. The Strait of Hormuz is the world's jugular vein. Right now, it's being squeezed tighter than it has been in decades. We'll be monitoring the situation as it develops. What do you think? Should the U.S. continue these strikes to open a waterway, or is the risk of a full-scale war too high? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more breaking geopolitical analysis.